Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. If you love Axopars, but you're looking for something that has a curb appeal, closer to a fighter jet or a racing car, then we very well might have the perfect boat for you. Come with me and let me show you a Brabus 1200 Shadow. We're starting our walkthrough all the way from the aft deck on the Axopar Brabus 1200 Shadow Phantom Edition. Obviously, the first thing you have is triple 400 Mercury racing engines, Brabus-sized, giving you top speeds of 60 knots on this boat. Now, once you have slowed down and you're ready to enjoy the day on the water, on the starboard side, you have full galley with a barbecue and a fridge drawer or fridge hole that you can keep all your drinks cool at. Covers nicely up. You can use this area obviously as a prep area, and you also have a nice sink to prepare any vegetables or anything you may like. And of course, once you put it down, it's all nicely hidden away. Not to mention on both sides, you have these nice little gates, so it keeps the kids maybe walking off the boat when you don't want them to. And you also have a nice storage right underneath the barbecue and sink area as well. Now, once you're ready and you've done your barbecuing and you're ready to enjoy the meal, you have a nice seating area, U-shaped seating, which is how this boat is set up. Not to mention that you can also have it set up as aft cabin or as an oversized storage instead of a dining area. But as you can see, you can easily have two people on either side, one person, maybe even two at the end, a tiny here with 6 people. Fantastic. Fold this back in, so if you want, you can use it as a coffee table, and these handlebars here act as a great place to hold on to while you're going 60 knots, which is pretty remarkable on a very cool looking day boat. Now, as we keep walking, something to mention, on both sides, you also have storages. So this lifts up. You see, you have these covers and everything nicely stored away, or even if you want to have fenders for an easy access. Talking about easy access for fenders, on the port side, you have a nice place to keep the fenders at. Nice hooks to attach them to once you put it down. But look at these finishes. Everything is very nicely done. Everything is painted. There's no raw fiberglass seen anywhere. Nice black cleats. Again, Brabus logos everywhere. You're being reminded that this is a Brabus product everywhere you go on this boat. Talking about going, if you're going into the water, you have this nice ladder which collapses in, easy way to get back into the boat, and a nice handrail all the way in the back so you can pull yourself up. As we keep walking towards the aft deck now, one thing that you'll see is cup holders. You have nice 2 cup holders by the aft seat bench, so you can keep all your drinks stored away nicely while you're on the go. And even these pillows, you think that, wow, well, when I'm going 60 knots, all these pillows are gonna fly away. Well, they won't, because they're actually attached at the bottom of the cushion, so they stay in the same place regardless of the speed. How neat is that? Everybody who you're passing by, they're gonna be like, how the hell are his pillows not flying away? Now, to make the driving of this boat as simple as possible, you also have a camera at the aft pointing towards the engines, so while you're getting closer to the dock, you can easily make sure that you see everything that is behind you. Talking behind you, there's one more cool thing. You can actually attach a rope here, and if you want to pull somebody to do wakeboarding or surfing, this is the place to attach it to, and you make the fun not just for yourself, but also for people on the boat. As we keep walking now, also underneath the hardtop, you have these nice zippers. So if you want to have something stored away, maybe you want to put a fishing rod, then you can just push them in from here. You have a couple different accesses. You just unzip it and use them as storage. I think it's a fantastic way to utilize every nook and cranny. And you will see, they've put so many storage spaces on this boat that if you want to go out for a longer time, this is a great boat for that. As we walk, on both sides now, you have these nice terraces which fold all the way down as it is done over here. Use it as a bench or just extend your living space on the boat by an additional 2 feet. Very, very nice. And what's cool is once the terrace is all the way down and maybe you're just lounging over here, you want to hold on to something, these handrails, as they fall down, act also as the handrails while you're in the water. I think that's neat. So even if there's a current, it won't push you away from the boat itself. Now, to be reminded to everybody that you are on board a Brabus 1200, you have this nice lit up Brabus emblem and 1200 at the top. So even at nighttime, people will know the beast you're driving. So as we walk towards the bow now, you also have sliding doors, give you a great access into the cabin itself, which we'll come back to, but gives you a great idea how much space you have to access the inside. Now, as we walk, you have a nice, I want to say 3.5, almost 4 feet high gunnels, plenty of protection for everybody on board. And you also have nice steps with LED light inside. So at nighttime, if you have side mooring, you can easily step here and step off. Now, talking about step off, the first natural thing that I did was I grabbed to the roof. The roof has a cutout inside, which makes it act as a handrail itself, super comfortable to hold on to, and also act as a gutter. So when there's a rain coming, it doesn't puddle in all over the place, but goes straight into the bilge and out of the boat. If you maybe forgot halfway through boating that you are on board a 1200 Shadow, you are being reminded of that also on the floor, which means you will never forget the boat you are on. And as we keep walking, you have a nice synthetic teak looking floor, very nice, very modern finish. And once you get to the bow, I mean, look at this. First thing we'll see, you have a roof rack where you can keep your paddleboard, if you want to put kayaks, maybe even bicycles, you can put anything you want on the top. That's what really Axopar is known for. It's a true adventure boat, and Brabus just putting the adventure on steroids, making it as badass as possible. Talking about, for example, night cruising, touring the adventures, you have great searchlights, floodlights on the top. This reminds me of something from a G-Wagon that Brabus likes to Brabusize. So I have 2 massive floodlights on either side, as well as a solar panel to keep some of your smaller electronics charged up while you're on the water, so you don't maybe have to run a generator. And of course, a nice oversized sunbed. So if I lay down over here, yeah, look at that. So you can use the edges as your footrest, but you can easily have 2-3 people over here very comfortably. And I tell you, it is very comfortable. What's cool is this little awning over here acts a little bit as a shade. So if you have sun full on, it's not burning off your face, but you still get this nice breeze on you while you're on your Axopar adventure. And right in front of the sunbed, you have an additional lounge area, which is nicely reclined actually a little bit. So giving you great support on your legs, great support on your back, because it is slightly on an angle, makes it super comfortable. And these act as great armrests. And now once you're going 60 knots, you have handrails built into the cushions, which you just grab onto over here, and you can make sure that you're staying safe over here while on the go. And if you want to maybe hydrate yourself, you also have cup holders, one on either side, making sure that you can keep your cups on. And ergonomically talking, these cup holders are in a great position because your right hand is holding on to the seat and your left hand is pushing down on a drink, so nothing flies off from the boat, including the drink. So right in front of your chase lounge area is an additional nice bench, which allows you to look back to the boat and just admire the Brabus that you or your friends own. Underneath this is a storage place for obviously your power cord, access to your winch, everything. Maybe you want to store a couple fenders over here. Perfect place for that. And additionally, right in front of your storage is an additional one which holds all your anchor chain. Now, once you've gotten to the anchor, you also have these holes which you can use to mount poles and put a canvas over it, so the whole bow area, and the same thing actually towards the aft, at your aft deck, you can have a nice canvas bimini, so that gives you plenty of shade wherever you are on this boat. And of course, to keep the party going, you have speakers all around the boat. Just at the bow itself, you have 4 speakers, making sure that your mood stays high. So walking now inside the Brabus 1200, it's spacious. I mean, Once you're inside, plenty of headspace right above me. You have 2 sunroofs, and the helm station is just something that invites you. Okay, so let's talk about the helm. First of all, the ergonomics of it is perfect because the steering wheel acts the same way as a racing car steering wheel. So you can adjust your trim, you can control your bow thruster, your music, everything from one place. So it's not like you have to take your hands off because this thing goes fast. Now, the boat is so fast and set up for performance that you have a checklist like in a fighter jet before you head out. First thing you check is weather. If it's good for this beast, probably it's always good. Life jackets on board, you check that, you check it off. You check your lights, make sure that everything is working, your fire extinguishers, your bilges, your batteries, your fuel. Uh-oh, we're 0%. Probably not gonna go out, but tools, spares, engines, and maybe you wanna check it all. This is cool. I think more boats should have that because oftentimes I feel like some of these boats won't have all the check marks ticked. Now, keep talking about the performance. Like I mentioned, your top speed is 60 knots. Your cruising speed is around 35, 40 knots. A very efficient cruising is around 33 knots. And that gives you close to 300 nautical mile range. To be precise, maybe 269 nautical mile range. And that's quite remarkable with this kind of performance boat. And what's remarkable is it's actually the faster you go, the more fuel efficient this boat is. Now, talking about efficiency, once you get into dock, no need to sweat around because you have a joystick, so very easy to maneuver this boat. And once again, once you are maneuvering, you're being reminded that you are on board a Brabus. I like this all glass cockpit. You have AC vents right in front of you, angled windshield, so even when you have maybe some glare coming in, you can rest assured that you have a clear visibility out. Nice curved window, and there are no blind spots. And of course, if you want to have this sliding door slides all the way out, giving you a great nice breathe in the back. And of course, right on your left hand side, you have controls to your bow thruster breakers, your bilges, etc., your lights. Everything is controlled from here. Cup holders right here. And the passengers have their very own Brabus screens with a Brabus clock, nice carbon fiber finish, and a signed emblem from Brabus, making sure that once again, you know what boat you're on. Now, moving towards the aft side of the cabin, you have these very nice seats. Well, first of all, they're super nicely finished. Diamond stitching. The leather is so plush, so soft. Carbon fiber, matte carbon fiber. And you have these pins which allow you to rotate these chairs. So now, if you want, you can turn all 3 chairs around and you have a great aft view. You look behind, you have a great conversation. Talking about great conversation, you can also make some proper great meals on this boat because right here, you have a massive galley. So you have a 2-burner cooktop, plugs, and you also have a nice ice box if you want to use it as an ice box, or maybe just use it as a sink because you also have a faucet. You see it even has a nice dust cloth around. You have the option to use it as a sink or as an ice box. What I like about it is this whole galley actually is movable. So you just lift this latch and you can push it either all the way back or push it all the way forward, giving you more space around the table. But once you have pushed it all the way in the back and you're going full speed and your passengers, they can lean towards the galley because you have this nice leather patch here, making it very comfortable to lean. Hold on maybe to the seat in front of you. I like the way they've utilized every single nook and cranny on this boat. And everything is very ergonomic. Whenever you need it, you can just move it around. Also, underneath, nice storage. And look at the storage. The handle for the storage is a nice leather flap with a Brabus metal emblem inside. And you just pull that open, suede in the back. This is proper nice, you know? And right next to your storage here is a place where you can keep all your nitty-gritty. Maybe you want to put your wallets over here, store your phones. This is what that is for. And also a storage drawers underneath here and more storage right below. Now, this whole thing, as I mentioned, you can push it whichever way you like. So let's say now we want to push it maybe even all the way back to give you more space over here. So once you've pushed the galley area all the way forward now, you have a nice seating area. You can move these pillows whichever way you like. Great view out once again. And if you want to get closer to the table, obviously you can move it a little bit more back. So you can have this either set up like a coffee table like it is right now, or fold it all the way open. And now it's proper size dining table. I mean, you can fit 6 people over here. Once again, no problem. The seats have a badge. And once again, you have a Brabus emblem here saying it's a masterpiece, Phantom Grey, and signed by Brabus right below that as well. So very nice stitching, very comfortable. These backrests, you pull on the leather tab once again, and you have a nice storage in the back. I mean, even these panels, all finished with suede, really makes you feel as you're in on a premium boat, which it very much is. Once you're leaning back over here, what's neat is you have these 3 dials right in the ceiling in the dead center, and you can see how fast the captain is going. You can change your songs over there. You can see the RPMs, you can see everything. So you can keep an eye on the captain without keeping an eye on the captain. Now, comfort, ergonomics, and usability and function on an Axopar is very important, which is why they've also integrated these buttons here for opening and closing your sunroof. So if you want to open your sunroof for the captain, you can do it from here. Or if you want to maybe open the roof right above you, you can do that. We do have a canvas right over it as extra protection right now, but if you move that, you have a nice clear sky out, great views, opens this boat out even more. Now, once you've had a great day on the water, you might get a little bit sleepy, and this boat very much has a proper cabin, which we'll go check out next. Before we're heading to the cabin now, I do want to show you that this door is actually sliding a couple different ways. Right now, the way it's set up is you have a great view towards the terrace on the starboard side, but you can actually slide this door, close it up all the way, just like this. Voila, yeah. And again, nice suede Brabus reminder, grab rail right at the top, and if you want now, you can slide this window open. So now you have a very nice cross breathe coming from one side to another. Really nice, neat way to utilize space. Now, to access to the cabin, you have a nice button over here. Push that, and voila, you have a door that opens up. So from here, we walk all the way down. And once you're down here, I mean, this is a great place to come out, chill for a quick minute. I like how they've utilized every corner over here, adding, rather than just having a wood finish, you have a leather bench that they added here. So if you want to sit down, you can do that. Plenty of storage. So a storage drawer here and a storage cubby right underneath, which is very nice because if you want to go, like I said, for longer trips, you can easily do that with this boat. Also, you can open this door. You have a full-size mirror inside, so you can make sure that you look proper before you head out. And right over here, you have obviously the toilet, a sink, and a matte black shower wand to get you showered down. And obviously, this being a weatherproof and waterproof material, making sure that even if you're taking a shower over here, nothing gets damaged over time. And obviously, you can use this as a bench as well. So these hooks here, you can use to keep all your robes or towels hanging nicely organized. And once we walk out, on your right-hand side, you also have your AC control, so has a Brabus emblem here, reminding you that you're on a Brabus boat. And what's neat is you have this RGB lighting on the floor, and you can change the color to whatever you like. So if you feel a little bit funky, you can make this floor color, for example, red, or if you want, you can make it as YachtWay Purple. Now, talking about YachtWay Purple, you can find this boat listed for sale on yachtway.com. YachtWay is the most modern yacht listing platform where you can buy boats like this and this. Now, all the way forward, you have a nice bed, which we'll come back to. But before you even get to bed, you have this nice counter space, and underneath it is an additional fridge where you can keep all your food stored away at. And talking about stored away, underneath an additional storage once again. And this boat also comes with a Samsung Frame TV, so you can watch your favorite movies or TV shows while on the go or at anchor. Also have JL audio audio control, so you can hook up your Bluetooth or listen to the radio. Who does that? you have a space over here. And yes, I know you can also be on the other way around, whichever way you like. You can have your feet towards the bow, or if maybe you're into looking at speakers, then you can do that because the speaker's right underneath over here. So if you feel like you want to fall asleep by listening to some classical music or some heavy techno music, you can do that. And I have not seen a single boat that has speakers right above your head. This is a first. Now we're about to take flight because this boat has gowing doors. To get out from this boat, you have a step that folds up, a button that you push, and then look at this. So you have two gowing doors on both sides, so you can easily walk out from this boat. Or, you know, sometimes you maybe just want to keep the gowing doors open just because it looks cool. Talking about cool, YachtWay is the only YouTube channel that brings you these cool features. So if you like our videos, hit the subscribe button down below because we like having you here. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the Brabus 1200 with the gowing doors. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. If you want to see more YachtWay, and if you haven't done it already, then hit the subscribe button down below. As always, if you have any comments, suggestions, ideas, or cool boats that you would like to see on our channel, leave them in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're looking to buy your dream yacht, visit yachtway.com because it is the most modern platform where you can find boats like this and this. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.